So I'm delighted to welcome our glorious leader, Maria Travers, here tonight to this video. Maria's behind everything we're doing, so it's absolutely brilliant that I can talk to her about it. So Maria, maybe for people who don't know you, introduce yourself and tell us a bit about yourself.
Sure, Tara. My name is Maria Travers. I actually live in Dunleary. I've a guide in Buenamelda in Dunleary. I've been in Dunleary for years. I joined the guides at the age of 11, which is not today or yesterday. It's a long time ago, but I'm the unit leader there, and I actually love working with the kids. I'm also the actual Development Commissioner, the National Development Commissioner. I took up that role about 4 years ago, and since that, I've been busy working on retention, recruitment, setting up the Starrow's new program, and doing a lot of work in the development side of things.
And tell us a bit about what the development team does. So obviously, I was a guider in Malahide for a long time, and I didn't know, about the development team. So maybe give me a bit of. I know you've four pillars to what you bring, what the development team brings to the organisation. Maybe talk to people about that. Talk us about that.
Well, the focus of the development team is really on retention and recruitment of volunteers. So we need to regrow our members and our volunteers. But there's also the piece about bringing in new skill sets and capabilities, because in any organization, if you think about it, skill sets change, capability changes, and we need to start integrating that into our program. There's also the piece about then succession planning and leaders of the future, board members, and actually developing the organization, having the right people in place with the and skill set. So it's really, really important. So I see development as incorporating all of those key points.
Fantastic, brilliant. So for the last 10 months or so, we've been working on the recruitment drive as a team. Maybe talk to us about, obviously we were kind of doing this, the beginning of, last winter in the midst of COVID. Talk to me a little bit about, the importance of this for CGI and for the, future leaders and the girls as well.
Well, the importance of it for CGI, as I already had said, is to do with growing the organisation, and especially in the last number of months due to COVID and COVID restrictions, we have lost numbers like any youth organisation throughout the country. But I suppose the whole recruitment actually drive, it's actually energised the organisation to a degree, in a sense that, like, if I look back at the team that we're working on at the moment, the National Development Team, we've incorporated all over the country from the four regions, and we've also engaged with regional representatives too, that they're engaging with the unit leaders. So it's kind of re-energized us into looking forward and looking to the future. Now we've come through such a bad patch, so it's just something new and different.
Which
That's
is great.
The way I kind of see it.
And one of the things I think that you do really well is you get people involved from all over the organisation. So rather than, and one of the things the development team said from the very start is that we didn't want this recruitment drive to be from from head office or whatever. This is something that we want owned by everybody. And you've got a lot of the regional people involved in our, weekly and bi-weekly meetings, which I think has been, as you say, it's energized everybody, I think, to kind of realize the skills we've got. And obviously doing these videos, you just meet people that I've never met before. So it's just creating this like web of people who are doing amazing stuff across the organization, which are going to help kind of, elevate it and get more people in. Tell us a little bit about the recruitment drive for people who don't know anything about it.
Like, if you look at the calendar of events for the recruitment week, there's so many different initiatives which vary from some of the WAGs programs, the whole Fujitsu code, the rollout to CGI guiders, the youth mobilization, the Starrow's program, the period poverty program, the mental health program, outdoor activities now, which has been launched, and also the Paw Pledge. So if you look at all the skills involved in that, they're all belonging to, those ideas all came from people on the team, which I have to say is fantastic. Well, we have produced a new volunteer and information pack, recruitment and volunteer information pack. and that's a hard copy which will actually go out to all of the unit leaders. But all that material also sits, Tara, on OGM, so that people can access it from there. But I suppose
Digitally, yeah, great.
the key point of doing a pack was to, was to keep the recruitment piece and to keep the volunteer induction piece together. So anything associated with that, whether it's actually forms or agreements or letters or booklets, posters, whatever, for recruitment, they're all together in one pack. So actually you can find them very easy. So likewise, you can download them from OGM. So I suppose that's something different. And again, the team got involved in that. And again, various experiences from the various regions all participated in that.
What's next then for development, apart from taking a break?
Next thing for development, Tara, is the team needs a well-earned break. But the next thing we need to focus on is retention. And the
Yes.
key thing here is we need to evaluate how we got on with the actual recruitment week, and maybe things that we didn't think of that we need to look at going into the future.
Absolutely. And the thing that I found in development is that you've pushed through, well, we have, but you have especially pushed through a lot of change over the last, well, I came on, I think, last year sometime. There's a lot of change gone through. And like the organization, and from Emily to the board, is really open to doing things differently and making changes, whatever, updating, energizing, all of that stuff that you talked about. I think it's really, we really need to keep doing that and keep it fresh.
Yeah, well, I agree with you. And change has to be incremental. It can't be something with a big bang. And I think what we've done is, and I could kind of say, when I look at the way we've developed the recruitment week here, like we have definitely made a lot of changes that wouldn't have been done before. But then that's because, again, I go back to the skills piece. And it's actually quite interesting because we did a survey way back in
That's right.
2019, 20.
Yeah.
And basically, a lot of the information that came from that survey from our guiders was, sharing skills and this whole business of having an input into what they were doing. So
Yeah.
I think the organization is changing in that space.
Anyway, I just want to say thank you. I think you've done an incredible job, Maria, and continue to. You are indomitable, whatever that word is, and you're brilliant. So, thanks.
And so are you, Tara. Only
Oh.
for you, we never got those videos done.
Anyway,
so
great.
Thank you very much.
Okay, brilliant. Thanks a million, Maria.
Thank you.